Hey guys, back again, and today guys, as you can see, we're on Forza Horizon 5. Now I've done this video already guys, but for some reason the internet went off and stopped my recording, so I didn't even get to finish it. And I am now like, oh my god, I don't even know. I spent a whole hour, guys, talking, and I was actually quite happy with it, guys. I thought I did quite well, considering, you know, I was talking about this, that, the bloody other. I was having a good chilled session, guys. We talked about films, talked about a bit about my mental health, how it affects me, this, that, and the other. Talked about GTA getting delayed. Talked about plans for the new year, plans over the festive period, fucking plans for everything. And I was just about to end it, guys, literally, because it had been like 109 minutes of recording, and it got an error. I thought, that's alright, I could upload that and just, thingy. So I went on to have a look, and there's a line and a crack through it, and it says that the video is not can't do playback or something, guys. So I'm like, what the fuck? And what do I say, guys? Your first take is always your best take. So now I'm sat here like, oh my god, why does things always have to fucking have a laugh at my expense? Oh, I don't even know, guys. But anyway, guys, random to you, this is the first attempt for you guys, so I will say, welcome to Forza Horizon 5, and my dismay of having to remember what the fuck I said, and, well, I won't remember what I said, so I'll just have to wing it again and think about what I was talking about. So we'll start the subject off firstly, guys, with obviously GTA 6 being delayed again. I like the sound of the rain in this game, guys. Listen to that. And the thunder. The sound is relaxing. Really good. I'm actually going to sit there for a minute and let that the sound sink in for a bit while I talk what I said. So yeah, going back, guys. GTA 6 has been delayed, guys, till November 19th, 2026. So that's a year and change. In fact, that's a year and 11 days. Which, I don't know what I think about it, guys. I'm not negative about the pushback, because I will say, you know, Rockstar know what they're doing, and at the end of the day, they've never really delivered a bad game in the last, like, 20 years. I mean, obviously people will say the skateboard game Thrasher, which was licensed by them on PS1, was a horrible game, but that's look, they haven't delivered a bad game, in my opinion, since the PlayStation 2. So, you know, PS2, 3, 4, 5, all great games. So, yeah, the delay comes a little bit with a bit of a shock to what I was expecting. I mean, I was like, you know, they're a major company, you wouldn't expect delays with them, but I can obviously understand why they're delaying. I just hope the delays are coming with the fact that they're trying to make the game the best it can be, and also making sure the game's going to come on multiple discs, because we all know that ain't fitting on one disc, guys. Red Dead Redemption 2 had to have 2 discs. It wouldn't even surprise me if this game has to have 3. And, you know, I don't mind paying more money for that. I ain't even going to lie, I'd pay 100 quid for that, because the effort went into it. There were no cheap, slimy cheese balls coming out of that, you know what I mean? It's the time, the effort, and it's going to be that sort of game that, if it's like GTA 5 but with better graphics and better everything, you're going to fucking enjoy it. I mean, I'm the kid that remembers getting all the GTA games. I got GTA on PlayStation 1 when I was really, really young. Not going to lie, I didn't really get on with it that well, didn't understand it too much. My best aspects for a GTA game when I really enjoyed it and couldn't put it down was probably GTA 3, but out of them 3, people are always going to say San Andreas, and I did love San Andreas, but I probably put most hours into Vice City, guys. Absolutely. My dad didn't mind me playing that game because it had all the 80s music, and he liked listening to that, so yeah. But, you know, the point was, It was good. It was good. They were good. And since then, they've just dropped banger after banger. I mean, Red Dead Redemption, banger. Red Dead Redemption 2, banger, you know. It would be nice to see if they're going to have another team work on some other games as well as Grand Theft Auto. I mean, it would be nice to bring back maybe some remasters, but it would be nice to see a new Midnight Club, especially with the car scene still being very, very much wanted in this day and age and community. So, I don't know. But anyway, we'll drive around, guys. I am driving in the BMW electric car. I think this is an iX or something like that. I think it's an iX. It's got the wide arch body kit on it, and it has got upgraded electric motors in the car. Will do around 273 miles an hour. You're not going to get my reaction to how shocked I was that the car goes 273 miles an hour in reverse as well, because that was in the other video, and like I said, that fucked up. But yeah, the car goes the same in reverse as it does in forward, and I was really shocked by that. So yeah, but hopefully you've all got decent plans, I'll say, for your holiday festive period, guys, whatever it will be that you're doing. I personally won't be doing that much. I never do, and I still really love it though. I'm like a giant kid, guys. I'm not saying that in a Debbie Downer way. I'm saying it in a good way. Like, I literally will be doing what people would say is not a lot, but to me and the wife, it's everything. We have stupid things, guys, right? Me and my wife will bake together. So we'll bake like festive cookies for fun. Last year we did a house. And, well, you may have seen the video on that, guys. That didn't come out very fucking well. Mine didn't anyway. But it was fun. That's the basis of it. You know, it's about having fun. So, yeah, we did that. So we're probably going to bake cookies this year or do something like that. I'm pretty much behind on putting up the Christmas decorations because I know a lot of people don't like putting them up early. But me and the wife, we normally put them up the day after bonfire night. But the house is just a little bit under disarray at the moment with how we've got the furniture and sorting out everything else. I haven't had time to put up the Christmas tree, so we will be doing that at some point. I've just got a lot to sort out at the moment. That's what I said. There's not enough hours in the day, guys. Well, I don't know. The last few weeks, I just felt like a snail, you know. I've been really slow, really tired all the time. And I don't know why. I really don't, but hopefully we'll get there. My mental health is all right at the moment, but I will say, guys, you may notice I'm a bit spaced out, I'll say. I get that from time to time. I call it brain fog. It's where I will be concentrating and saying something 1 minute, and then I'll just like go quiet or forget what I was talking about. I get that a lot, guys, so I do apologise. I did say that in the last video, but you guys won't know that, obviously. But yeah, so you'll have to bear with me if I go off tandems or I forget what I'm talking about or just random shit like that, pretty much, guys. I've just started our Christmas movie list. So for those who don't know or are interested, me and the wife, every year we get films we are looking forward to, want to watching, and we will buy them and put them away for Christmas and then have a big old extravaganza. Me and the wife really do enjoy doing that. It's really cool. Some films I've got this year, guys, I've got a mixture, guys. Picked up Willow. If you've never seen Willow, that's a classic, guys. What else did we get? I got Sinners. I wanted to see that one, guys. I think it's about vampires. It's got the guy from Apollo in it. You know, the Rocky films, Apollo ones, though. Him. What else? We've got the new Final Destination, as they're doing Black Friday deals, even though it's not Black Friday, and technically it's Black Friday month. Now they do it all throughout November. But I got it for only $6.99, guys, on Blu-ray, which I thought was pretty good, considering it was meant to be $15. So happy with that. Got the new Jurassic Park as well. And that, I'm probably going to forget other films now, what I said earlier, because like I said, my brain. And like I said, the first take is always your best take, guys. Always. I'm still really gutted by that. I was like, yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to upload that. I think that's the best commentary I've done in a long time. And then an error. You should have seen my face, guys. It looked like someone slapped me really hard. I was like, I was literally gobsmacked, guys. I was like, there's no way that just happened. I thought, well, that's alright. It recorded 99.9% of it. I'll upload it still, and I'll just have to put in the bottom comment section that I didn't get to do an outro saying, you know, bye guys, hopefully you all enjoy it and I'll see you in the next one, because the internet went off. But when I went on it, it said there's no audio file there, nothing. So, great. So here we go again, guys. This will be the sequel, the watered down shit version. That'll be more shit than the first version. But anyway, we'll just talk random stuff, guys. Like I said, I was talking about my mental illness in it anyway. I know, you know, I probably made it a bit Debbie down a little bit in that. I wasn't trying to make it Debbie down, guys. I was just being honest, and I was basically telling people, you know, that I am more pretty much of a recluse. I like staying indoors, and you know, and that's because of all my illnesses and that, lot of anxiety, and the fact that what you keep reading constantly on the internet about this, that, and the other, and you know, and then I was talking about my actual reading and writing ability, that it's shit, it's fucking appalling. I've never been really good at reading and writing, and sometimes I understand what words mean and sometimes I don't. So like, I'll read a word and then I'm sat there like, what does that mean? And then I've got to look it up, and then if that, the synopsis or whatever that word is they say doesn't, I don't understand the synopsis either, then I'm back to like going again, like, well, what does that mean? It's like, oh my god. We'll just sit here for a minute, guys, and look at the scenery. Like, look at the sky, guys. That's one thing about this game. It is really, really, really good. And as much as I do love this Forza Horizon, it's still not really got nothing on Forza Horizon 4. The way they captured England, you know, Edinburgh, in that... Oh, there's birds over there. I never noticed them before. But yeah, the way they captured, like, the skies and the leaves on the road and the puddles that would sit and the road layout and everything. Oh, my God, it was great. I would have loved them to have ported that one to the PS5 as well, but they just kept with what was new at the time, and we just got this one and this one only. Hopefully one day they might do an anniversary edition or something. We'll get our Forza Horizon 2, 3, and 4 on PlayStation 5. I don't know. I can't really see that ever happening now, unfortunately, but you never know. You never know. We can hope. I'm going the wrong way. I don't want to go this way. I want to go that way. So, yeah, like I said, you know, I was just mentioning things, because a lot of people don't understand. 90% of the time when I do come on here, you hear me jolly talking, and a lot of people have said, you know, I talk pretty good. I've heard people say I talk pretty good. I don't agree with that, but I'm not good at, you know, keeping the conversation going. I'm very awkward, and in real life I'm even worse. Like face to face, I can't do that. So I was just basically running down, like, you know, my illnesses all play off each other. Just basically giving you the nutshell version now, guys, because I've generally forgot what bloody hell I said, and even now my brain's doing it. I go through phases, guys, where I won't say sharp as a tack, but I'm as dull as a butter knife, and then I go completely fucking blunt as can be. I can't remember what the fuck I was doing, what I'm saying, or anything. So, you know. But I always keep myself busy, you know. I try to always keep myself occupied no matter what, because I don't like going out, guys. I've tried. If I push myself too far, my depression gets that bad, I start thinking about self-harm. So I don't want to do that. I used to do that a lot when I was young, like the ages of say 14 up to say 19, 20 even. But you know, I found tattooing gives me the same sort of pain barrier, but I've got something at the end of it. My tattoos might not be that spectacular to most people, but there's a story behind every single one that I do. It ain't just drawing on me for the sake of drawing on me. I do have stories at the time. But yeah, I was talking about in the new year, guys, I am going to try and do a lot more gameplays. There's going to be a lot less microphone, which I think will be better in the long run. I know that'll be better for me, and I really respect and I really appreciate the people that said they like me doing commentary with my games. It means a lot to me, but you have to understand that it makes my anxiety, I'll say, it makes my anxiety part of it go through the roof. I always feel like I'm saying the wrong thing, or I'm not getting it right, or I put a lot of pressure on myself basically when it comes to doing commentary and that. Like I feel like I go off tandem, and I apologise for that. It's that, or you get quietness, you know, and so yeah. I mean, there's only so much you can talk about before you forget or run out of things. That's why people do a lot of editing and stuff. And a 1 hour video turns into like 15 minutes, and you just get the juicy parts they want you to hear. And then like when they go live streaming, they're talking to the live chat most of the time. So, you know, the conversation's going with the flow with what people are talking about at the time. I'm basically talking to myself, guys. Which, although that might sound strange, it's commentary for you guys to interpretate, and then you can get involved, whatnot, however you want to do it. And it's the best way I have found doing this helps, and it helps me, guys. It's my own personal therapy. I love it. I get to talk. I don't get judged. You know, I'm not having someone right now judge me, literally talking back at me here and now. And it's a blanket, guys. It's nice. It's nice. Sometimes it's nice to get it off your chest. That's why I do my rants. It just helps. So, yeah. But changing subject slightly yet again, guys. Like I said, in the new year, I want to bring more games to the channel. I have recently been picking up some of the PlayStation 1 digital games. And, you know, I'm not a digital fan, guys. But these aren't too badly priced, and I don't mind that. Because I do actually own the physical game as well. So I kind of feel like, well, I do own Tekken 2. I do own Tekken 3. So it's not bad. I just hope that, like I said, eventually they'll stop trying to ram or do the complete changes, because it actually doesn't help my illness when changes happen that you don't want to happen. It's not in your control, because you're so used to something. I mean, they've already took away wrestling for me, in the sense of, you know, I was grown up with wrestling. I've been a fan since I was like, I wouldn't say it's all my age, I was like 5 or 6 when I got into wrestling. I think I started watching it in like 1995 or 1994, something like that. And I've watched it ever since, never missed a show. Only more recent years I've started missing it, because they took away the Blu-rays and the DVDs, so there's no collecting aspects of it anymore. You kind of forget the memories you had with it, because you can't set it in stone and be like, oh, this event here, we watched this, we did that, or da-da-da. You've got to either have it on a subscription under their rulement, and I can't be bothered with it, so I've kind of gone off it. I don't really watch it religiously. I kind of just flick through like the newspaper, you know. I like get the highlights and think, yeah, that was pretty good. If something stands out a little bit more, I might search for that particular segment and watch what was said and how that played out and think, oh, pretty cool. But I don't watch it religiously anymore like I used to, because of the way that they've ruined it. You know, you think that they'd love money, well, then keep Blu-rays and DVDs going, but they didn't, because once again, they think stuff people and fans, you know. But it is what it is. I did briefly touch on Call of Duty, guys, saying that I am going to be picking it up, but because I changed my mind and said I wasn't buying the game, I don't have the fundings for it. So unfortunately, I won't be getting it on launch day, guys, because I can't afford it. But you will see it on the channel at some point, probably around the Christmas time, something like that. It depends. But other than that, I was saying, you know, that they're not really going to change it. It looks the same again. There's a few maps on there that actually did get me quite excited. I mean, me and the wife was excited about the raid, also about Hijacked, you know, that's our Black Ops 2 days. That's where me and the wife first ever got to play Call of Duty together, and we enjoy it. So we're looking forward to that, I won't lie. But I still know they're going to release it the same way. They're already telling people you can get a pre-update, pre-installation now. So I'm like, yeah, here we go again. Same bullshit, same bollocks. And I'm going to say it here and now, guys. If people can believe it, if they want to believe it, it's up to you. But this will be my last Call of Duty. Black Ops 7, my last one. The only reason I'm buying it, and I know it might sound stupid, I bought Battlefield, and I said I wasn't going to, and I did it. So now I feel like I have to buy Black Ops 7 to compare them, and then obviously as I bought it, I'll get my play out of it. So yeah, pretty much. But the next Call of Duty, the next Battlefield, I'm not bothering, guys. I'm gonna find other shooting games, and if they don't bring out other shooting games, then oh well, tough shit for me, innit? But I'm learning, guys, right? I'm being harder on myself. I'm like a parent to myself. I have to be. I'm like, no. If not, guys, I'd jump down the rabbit hole and I'll be doing the one things I said I wouldn't be doing, you know, buying digital, doing this and that, and I don't want to. I think everyone should stick with their standards. There should be a standards that should never drop below that bar. And digital only and forced online and forced updates and patches to play the games that are costing that much money is a bar, guys, that has been dropped. I mean, it's not like these games are like cheap as chips. I mean, let's face it, guys, if they was like, we're going to go digital world and all the games are going to only be $4.99 each, then wow, fucking hell, I don't mind. I'll do that, guys. Yes, sign me up. I'll go digital then. Imagine that, guys. Grand Theft Auto, $4.99. Yeah. The new Call of Duty, $4.99. Yeah. But they're not going to do that. They want the product to be worse for more money. And I won't do that. I won't say, yeah, I'll give you 60, 70, 80, maybe even 100 quid for a game that's not on the disc, but yet I can go to my local CEX or, you know, your local eBay shop or wherever the fuck you're doing, or, you know, I don't even know why I call them local and that lot, because I get it all online anyway, but you know what I'm getting at, guys, basically, and get 10, 20 games that are all on the disc for one price for that one game. So, I don't know, guys. People don't always understand my rhyme or reason to why I'm constantly moaning about the way certain games are released, packaged and whatnot. I've had it, and you know, that's all right. You don't have to. I always look at it like most of the people that don't agree with me are born around the 2006 era, and you know, their first console was the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and then it's just gone downhill from there, so they're used to it. I'm used to the good old days. Sat in the back of the car, you know, sucking on fucking fruit imperial sweets while looking in the bag and seeing that you've got 3 or 4 PlayStation 1 games from your second-hand game shop, and looking at the manual over and over and over again, or you were lucky enough you managed to get a brand new game and you didn't want to wait, so you ripped that cellophane off in the car, opened the manual, and you can still smell it now, guys. You can smell that new printed ink on that paper, and you're looking at the back of the case, and you remember, maybe you played the demo, maybe you saw it in the PlayStation magazine, you're like, oh, can't wait to go home and play this, and you got home, and you put it on, and it was instantly on the start screen, and you were playing it, and you was like, yes, this is fucking dope. 10 minutes later, this is fucking hard, but you loved it. And then you know, the excitement weren't quick, jump on the internet and tell everyone. It was, you had to do the old-fashioned way, guys. Ring up your nan, you know, and tell her, oh, I got a new PlayStation game today. And she'd be interested and be like, oh, you did? Where did you get it from? What's it about? And you'd tell her, and she wouldn't always understand, but she'd be like, you know, oh, that's cool. You know, and, you know, then I'd tell my cousins and that, like, you know, oh, I got this today. And they'd say, oh, cool, I'll come over at the weekend. And they'd come over at the weekend and we'd all play. And then, you know, they'd get a new game sometimes that I didn't get, and they'd say, oh, I got this. And then I'd be like, ooh. And I'd go around theirs and play that and think, wow, I'm going to tell Mum and Dad I want that one. Or sometimes we didn't want it. Like, I remember when my dad bought me Gran Turismo, the first one. And you have to think, guys, right, I'm used to, at this point, getting games where everything was unlocked, you could just play with it. Finding out you had to do driver's licenses and buy all the cars, and then even when you bought the cars, they weren't unlocked for everyone, they were unlocked for only for player 1 and that lot. I was like, what a load of shit. Obviously now, my age I am today, that was, oh my God, groundbreaking. It was excellent. Today, Gran Turismo 1, fantastic game. But back then, You know, being like 6 years old and being like, oh man, I want to play with this car and this car and this car. But I couldn't. But obviously looking at it today, it's the perfect game. Think about it, it's unique. You could both start the game, provided you have 2 memory cards. Both have your own cars unlocked in garages, different styles. That today is awesome. But when I said when you're 6 years old, you thought, what a load of shit. But, you know, it grows on you, you appreciate it. And that's something that I learned, you know, growing up, that, you know, you appreciate things like you didn't understand. Like, to this day, I still don't like turn-based games, guys. Like the original Final Fantasy 7 and 8, though they were masterpieces, they just weren't for me because I don't like turn-based games. Though the funny thing is, guys, right, I've actually got Final Fantasy 8, the remastered edition on PS4, and it's still turn-based, and I actually enjoy it now, but I'm not a turn-based player. I won't go out in the world and go, I need it. And again, guys, I'm going to contradict that now because I wanted to buy Expeditions 33, and I know that is turn-based. See, so again, right, it's not my favourite genre game, I'll say, but I will make the exception to the rule for certain games. But, you know, just different, guys, at the end of the day. I like to, I mean, like, sometimes I admit, I feel like when I talk, I lose track of what all them laser lights fucking do. They're real. I've had a crash there. Look at it. I'm like, ooh. I'm easily distracted. I think you guys have seen me and know that. But, you know, oh, hang on, there's a road here. I have not got that road. I'm trying to unlock all the roads, so I might as well get it while I'm here, or I'll forget again. But, like I said, you know, I do catch myself sometimes and feel like, why did you say that? That didn't make no fucking sense, or that didn't make no sense, or da-da-da-da-da. But it's because sometimes my brain is behind and it's slower than I want it to be. So, like, I'll catch how stupid some things sound when I play it back, and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm my worst critic, guys. As everyone should be at the end of the day. You should always be your own worst critic. You should never really take criticism from somebody else. You should take it from yourself. But for me, I am my worst critic. I'll always browbeat myself and tell myself that I'm not good enough and I shouldn't be doing this, I shouldn't be doing that. I've nearly stopped making videos on YouTube. A lot, guys, I do, I've got to admit. I mean, like, if you notice this year, I haven't really put up as much as I have, say, the year before. And that's because I just haven't been feeling it, guys. Like, when something you're doing for a hobby turns around and makes your illness start to feel worse, you need to take a step back, and that's what I did. I thought, look, people, you know, sometimes their criticism, and again, you're entitled to criticise me, right? Because it's out there, I made it, it's there to be criticised by people, but sometimes people have to understand that I'm already criticising myself. So when you get a real negative comment, though it don't bother me, it builds the new voice in my head to be a lot worse and more nasty to me as it already is. And you kind of get a little bit depressed in yourself and think, oh, fuck it, why am I bothering? And then a couple of days later, you think, no, I like this game coming out. I want to tell people about this one, and I'm going to get this one. And then I'm back to normal again, guys. So, you know, it's an up and down cycle with this. And maybe I'm wording it wrong, maybe I'm wording it all right, I don't know. But I'm just being honest, guys. You know, my illness has layers to it. And, you know, I'd love to go to a bonfire night. I wanted to go this year, guys. I tried everything. I psyched myself up for months. Since July, I said, I'm going out, because I knew I wasn't doing enough for the summer. I couldn't bring myself to go out in either the A, the heat, and B, with all the people about. So I thought to myself, no, I'm going to tell myself, yeah, I'm going to bonfire night. I love fireworks, guys. I absolutely love them. But no, I couldn't do it, guys. I couldn't do it. So although everyone was enjoying themselves and having a good time, I'm glad for them. I'm not one of these sort of people that has jealous envy or something, guys, you know, where it's all right for you, you can fucking do it. I've never been like that, guys. I'm always champion everyone to do it and enjoy it. And, you know, just because I can't do it, don't feel bad for me, or even to my family, the same thing. Like, you know, don't feel bad for me. If my wife ever wanted to do something, I couldn't do it, and she wanted to go do it, don't feel bad that I'm not doing it. I've always told her that. You know, at the end of the day, I'm happy, and I'm very happy if they can do it. You know, so some of my family used to go into the local CEXs and that, like, they'd say, oh, they've got that in there, and they've got this in there, and oh, you should have come and have a look. And I was like, oh, that sounds awesome, but I couldn't bring myself to go in the shop. So, you know, but again, it's not a poor me routine, this, guys. I'm just being honest. And, you know, when you're honest, I hope that, you know, people can see that, yeah, it's kind of a sad thing for a lot of people to see that and think, oh, my God, you can't go in the shop, you can't do this, you can't do that. But I'm one of these people that always finds a way, guys. So my finding a way is using the internet. I go online, I buy everything online. You know, so, you know, that's my way of doing it. It's fucking got to keep me running this fucking sofa, guys, but you know what I mean? Like, there's always more than one way of doing something, right? If I can't go through the door, go through the window. You know what I mean? I don't mean like that, but you know what I mean, guys? I'm one of these people that looks at it as, I might not be able to go into my local CEX, but CEX is online, as is Music Magpie, as is other places like eBay. So, yeah, I might end up paying more money than people going to your local little video game shops or your local, you know, corner shops and that lot. But I can't go to car boots anymore, guys. When I was a kid, I loved car boots. Oh, yeah, man, did I. I got a really cool BMX one year from a car boot. And I loved that BMX. It was cool. But like I said, things were different back then, guys. And my illness weren't nowhere near like it is today. Just like when you grow older and you grow up and you get taller and you go through, you know, mandatories, you know, puberty and stuff. That happens just like that with mental illness, as I explain to people. It grows, it gets different, it adapts, it changes, it makes you worse. Things you could do, you can't now. Like, I never would bother about people looking at me or feeling like people were looking at me. But as I got older, I got more and more paranoid about it, which put my anxiety out and my heart rate would go up, made me want to pass out. Now I look awkward. Now people are looking at me because, you know, they're thinking, fucking hell, why is this guy in the corner look like he's going to pass out? Was he ill or something? Yeah, and then you end up having a fit, and then you never want to go out again then, because you've really knocked your confidence then. But that's it, guys. Like I said, it's not a Debbie Downer. I'm just explaining it. Maybe I'm not explaining it the best way, but I'm trying with my best ability, guys. But, you know, I think a lot of people will understand what I'm talking about. A lot of people will understand that. I mean, my IQ level isn't high, guys. The last time I had an IQ test done, I came back with the brain of an 8-year-old child, guys. I've got an 8-year-old brain, you know. I get excited about stupid shit. I have a multiple mental illness diagnosis. I have, you know, I could go into it. I'm not bothered. I'm not ashamed of it. I mean, I didn't ask to have these illnesses, guys. I just was born that way. And unfortunately, because it runs on my mum's side and on my dad's side, I've inherited a little bit of both sides. So, you know, I've basically got a borderline autism. I have learning disabilities. I got diagnosed schizophrenic in when I was 18 in 2007. I tried to get that dismissed and went for multiple psychiatrist tests. And every single time I went for these tests, they still said, no, you have got schizophrenia. And I've been tested like 10 times, hoping that the diagnosis would change. But it didn't. They still said I've got schizophrenia. So, unfortunately, I got that. And I have bipolar. And anyone that knows bipolar has similar traits to schizophrenia in the sense of they have mania and manic episodes where you're all right 1 minute, not the next. You also have mood swings, so you'll be really, really excited 1 minute and then really depressed the next. I go through floods of dread and doom where I feel like something bad's going to happen, or like I'm mourning a death or something and I'm not, or I feel like I'm not safe, like I'm not safe. You feel like that, but nothing's changed. It just comes out of nowhere. But, you know, I'm just being honest, guys. Like I said, it might, you know, help someone at the end of the day to know you're not alone. We are out there. We are going through the same thing. We just hide. That's all. But everyone is perfect in their own way. I mean, with all that, you might think, my God, man, you're fucking broken, as I'll say. But I look at it as, no, I'm just a little bit more different, you know. God made me a little bit more special and different than someone else, I guess. I don't know. I always look at it like it's a gift and not a curse. All right, I miss out on a lot of things, but that only really affects someone if they let it. I mean, like, I wanted to go to bonfire night. I couldn't do it. Is it something I'm going to lose sleep over? No. I look at it this way. The fact I thought about going, and I even tried, knowing I probably would still not be able to, but I still tried, guys. That's something. In my opinion, that's something. Now, so I said, right, I always look at a glass half full. That was a half full moment. I thought, I at least thought about it. I tried. You know, I had all the intentions I was going to go to this bonfire night, but I chickened out. My illness got the better of me, and I didn't go. But again, I don't look at it like a Debbie Downer moment. I look at it as I tried, guys. And that's always a good thing. No matter if you make it or you don't make it, if you thought about going, that's a step. That's a step. But let me just have a swig of this water, guys. Swig of water. I should have a swig of water and fucking drown myself in it. It's got a funny flavour, that water. It says White Rock. Tastes salty. Why did they put fucking salt in that water? I don't know. Random, guys, random. But I don't know. Like I said, right, people are out there for interpretation at the end of the day, right? Someone's always going to have an opinion. Someone's always going to make something that is really hard to you sound easier to them. Like, well, mate, just go. Just go. Just do it. Oh, I wish it was as easy as that. And that's where a lot of insensitivity comes in with some people. They don't understand. I always look at everything from their point of view and not mine. Like, I'm quite hands-on, tech savvy. I'm better at doing it than I am explaining it. But you might get somebody that come on this PlayStation, for example, and be like, I don't got a clue what any of this does. And you'll be like, oh, duh, it's easy. Well, yeah, it's easy for you, but not for them. And that's how I look at it. Like the world's strongest man, he can lift probably a fucking 1-ton vehicle and go, easy, mate, easy. But you might not be able to move the wheel off the ground, and he'll be looking at you like, what you doing, it's easy. But again, from his point of view, it is, but from your point of view, it's not. That's how you got to look at it, guys. What's easy for you, put something in perspective that you know's not easy for you, and that's what that person is going through, no matter how easy it is for you. Like, you can walk in a shop and think, that's easy. Packed, rush hour, don't care, I can get in a shop and don't bat an eyelid. But me, I couldn't go in the shop if there were nobody in it, I don't think. I don't know why. I used to be able to, guys. You know, back before COVID happened and they had 24-hour shopping, I was a hermit then. I'd go into Tesco's and Asda's at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, knowing it was empty mid-Wednesday. Perfect. They took that away and now I don't go in shops at all. Now, I could bitch, I could moan, I could say bring it back, but that ain't just about people like me that help. That's for like doctors, nurses, lorry drivers, people doing night shifts, you know, that would want to go and get food and that lot, but couldn't. Them shops were open for you to do that. But they don't think about that. I remember what this excuse was. They said it was so that they could fulfill more online orders. But as I am an all online shopper, guys, 90% of the time the food I get online comes with substitutes or not even able to do and have to get a refund all the time. So it's like, I don't agree with that. You know, I liked going in the shops when it was 24/7, I did. because I could choose my times when it was going to be not a lot of people there, not a lot of traffic on the road. But it's bad, so. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. But anyway, that's it. This video has gone to a different direction to what I wanted to, guys. I do apologise. It's just that I got it right first time, guys, and then my internet went off and it didn't give me a chance to, I guess, save the video, or it corrupted the file. I don't know, but it said that the file there were no audio file there, no nothing. It was nothing. Until I clicked on it, it said that there was nothing there. So it was just a black screen and a lot of white writing that said. So I deleted that one and had to start again, guys. But I can't remember what I've been talking about now, guys. I apologise. I don't. My brain's got fog, and I can't remember what we've been talking about. I know. I think we talked about Grand Theft Auto and I'm going about the mental illness and this, that, and the other. But I can't remember if I told you what I do with the pet wall. I can't remember if I've told you what films I picked up for Christmas. That's the thing, guys. Right? This is what it's like. I mean, a lot of videos I make don't make it to the channel, guys, because like I said, I browbeat myself and say no, you know, and it's not healthy, guys. And obviously, that's a new thing I brought upon myself by having a YouTube channel. Obviously, I did this for a hobby, for fun, and I wanted to get involved, and I wanted to, you know, shed some light on, I suppose, my mental illness, but mainly to talk about video games, because I've got something in common with people there, and that's the one thing that makes me feel kind of normal, because, you know, everyone likes their video games or entertainment, and that's where I like to talk about as well. But obviously, I said, this guy's just as fast as us. Of course, it's ridiculous. But, like, you know, I've met a lot of people through video games. I mean, I've met Lucky and his wonderful family. I've met, you know, talked to, I say met, but, you know, I mean, well, I still met him because I've talked to, you know what I mean? Acquaintance, by the way, guys. You know, Lucky and family, and Nature Boy, and, you know, there's loads of you. I'm sorry if I forget all your names, but, you know, I've had some really good experiences with all you lot, and good times, and it's great. It's great. And that happened because of this channel, and it happened because of my you know, interests and likes for video games. So it's cool. I understand that, you know, I rant a lot, guys, and some people don't like the rants, or, well, actually, funny enough, I get a lot of comments saying they do like the rants, which I think is weird, because people like it more when I'm pissed off, I guess. But no, I think they're with me on the frustration. I think that's what they mean, really. They get the rant that way, but it just helps. I just don't like change, guys, that's all. I mean, change is good in some aspects, you know, when it's in the right format. Like I said, VHS to DVD, that was a right change. But when it's like taking away a physical item from somebody, which is not just something that's yours to keep, it's also a currency for you later down the line if you want to trade it with somebody or swap it or whatever. You know, they're trying to take that away, and they're not even like dropping the price. It's not like they're going, well, we're going to go digital because it's cheaper, so all retail games from there on end will only be like 20 quid or 5 quid. They're not. They're still 60, 80, 90, 100 quid. It's like, fuck off. I'll never pay that for a digital game, guys. As I play Forza, that I paid a lot of money for. But this is a one and done thing, guys. I'll only make that exception to the rule one more time, and that is if Forza Horizon 6 does come digital, I will buy that one. But that's it. My game intake, I mean, look at my Switch 2, guys. I've still got the same 3 games I had, what, 2 months ago? I've still got Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, guys, and Jamboree. That's it. Because it's a very cheap hobby for me, that one. I won't buy digital keycards. I don't care that they say they're on the cartridge still. Just download it. No, it's digital. It's digital. It's just a digital way of having a case and a cartridge in there. You still need to be on the internet. You still need to download that game. No, not interested. So I won't touch any digital keycards. And, you know, I always hate when your opinion, you put it out there and you get what I call the teenage fucking community that don't know no better, basically, saying get with the program, or they put laughing faces like, it's funny that you won't buy a digital game. Like, they make out that you're the moron, but who really is the moron here spending upwards of a fortnight shopping on something that's not even yours? And it only takes one person to have the brass bottle to hack the internet and take it completely off the server for months on end, and everybody would go apeshit. They'd go fucking mental. Your TV won't work, your fridge won't work, your phone won't work, your video games won't work, DVDs, what are they? You ain't got them no more, so that won't work. You'll be just sat there twiddling your thumb. Like, what am I going to do? I can't watch TV, it needs a digital aerial, and it works on my internet. I can't watch nothing. And then it'll be, I can't play nothing because all my games are digital and don't work. Erroring don't work. They're all online, require online. My internet's not working because they've took it off. See what I'm saying, guys? And I'd love it to happen, really, in a lot of ways I would, because it'll finally show people that you think you know best, and the whole time you know nothing. I mean, obviously if a power cut happened, none of us would do anything, but if the internet went down or something simple like that, at least you can still fucking watch your DVDs and play your films. And your games, but not when they're all digital and online only, you can't. But I'll always be the old guy, I don't care. I don't mind that. I don't care, I'll be old school. I'll be the dinosaur, the fossil, or whatever it is, you know. As Jesus is my witness, guys, I'll tell you now, I'd rather take a physical game and pay over the odds for it than a digital game. Because I wouldn't mind a digital world if the digital world was cheap, but it's not cheap. Go and look at Call of Duty right now, guys. $69.99, $79.99. You can go and buy it physically for that. Play it for a month and go, you know what, it's not really working for me. Put it on eBay and get 50 quid back for it. How are you going to get your money back on a digital game? What if you decide after spending 10 grand after like 15, 20 years of collecting games, you know what? I don't want it anymore, I'm going to sell it. Oh, well, it's not worth a lot. You'll get 50 quid for it, mate, because you've got no games. And no one's going to buy digital games off you anyway. If you said, I'm going to sell my PS5 and I've got the account that goes with it with 600 PlayStation 5 games, they'll be like, I don't want that. I've got my own account. I want the system, mate. And like now, imagine selling a Mega Drive today, guys, with no games. How much is that worth? 20 quid? You know, and I'm not talking inbox, I'm talking just the console on its own. All the cables, one controller, how much is that worth? Peanuts. How much is it worth with 1,000 games? Fucking thousands. If someone sold their Mega Drive tomorrow with a full PAL collection, you're looking at 20 grand or more. I'm going to say more. Look at Retro Ghetto. He said his SNES collection is worth about 30 grand. I think it's worth more than that. But imagine, right, if they were digital and all he had was the Super Nintendo console and no games. How much is it worth, guys? Peanuts. How much did he spend? Thousands. It'll never become rare. It'll never become valuable. It'll become a brick. And why? Because they had to do stuff like online trophies, online leaderboards, online this. A video game is supposed to be fun. You know, it weren't meant to be, you know, about anything else. Beating people's scores is one thing. But when it becomes apparent that you have to spend more money just because you want to have fun in being the best in the world, but to stop cheaters, you have to fuck up the actual product. I'd rather have cheaters at the end of the day, because it's them sad fuckers at the end of the day that's got to live with themselves thinking they're the top leader in the world. Like in this game, guys, I went through a speed trap. Someone's gone through a speed trap on here about like 500-600 miles an hour, and they're in a car on here that'll do it. They've cheated to get that speed. Bollocks. Here's an example, guys, right? We've got a jump, right? We'll do the jump and we'll look at the leaderboard. Right, let me see. It don't really matter how far I jump either. Right, there it is. I'll get a little bit of a run up. Nothing major. How about he'll do? I reckon, guys, somebody's gone about something ridiculous. You'll see. Something unattainable. As you can see, and we'll land 358 meters. I could have probably got about 600 meters on that. All right, let's have a look at this. Obviously, I'm 2,187,265 in the world, guys, at 490 meters, which I did in my Porsche Taycan. How do I change the filters? There we go, guys. There we go. So this idiot in a Mercedes AMG 1 went 147,239.3. I can't even say that number. That's how much of a dumbass I am, guys. But look at that. He basically went off the map and landed, and they're saying, yeah, he did that. Of course he did. Of course he did. I got no words, guys. But that proves cheating. But yet, right, there's no good saying, oh, we'll lock this game under online specialties and that lot so that it stops the cheat issues. You can't be number one leaderboard, or you can't get all the trophies in the game and that lot. At the end of the day, you bought the game, it's your game, right? Who cares if people are cheating? In an online lobbies, that's different, right? But I think the online part of the game shouldn't even be on the disc anyway. That should all be downloadable and downloaded, because once the game servers are dead, that game's dead anyway. So the only part on the disc that should be on the disc should be the part that you play on your own single player. The online part should all be downloaded. Make games files smaller. But then you've got an option. Do you want to install the online part or not? And that's where they're going wrong. Honestly, I'm going to get a good speed here, guys. I went not even 500 meters, guys. And you think they went 150,000 meters. That's impossible. Absolute bollocks. That's good to a speed zone, guys, because I would just love to see that. It's got to be a normal camera one. In fact, I'll have a look. In fact, I'm in the perfect one. The runway. So, at the festival, which is here. There we go, guys. We'll fast travel there, use a bit of money doing so. What do you reckon it's going to be, guys? I'm going to estimate, right, someone's done 1,000 miles an hour. And there isn't a car in the game that goes above 300 miles an hour. So, let's see what idiot has done 1,000 miles an hour or more right here. Oh. I was in the wrong place. There we go, we got it up anyway. So as you see, guys, I've done 291.79 in my Conan's Egg, which is the fastest car in the game as far as I'm aware. It does like 308 miles an hour. Let's see. Yep, a Dodge Viper. 348 mile an hour. A Pro Stock Camaro. Yeah. The ultimate. No, unlimiter. Unlimited, what the fuck that is, I don't know. Oh, yes. Nah, that's plausible, guys. The Toyota Supra 98 went 348.96 miles an hour. Isn't it funny how they all went 348.96 miles an hour? See, look, every single one of them did the same speed. But again, you know, it's just cheaters, guys. It's everywhere, every game. And why have they created that? Because of online gaming. Nobody can physically actually play a game nowadays. They don't like to lose. People actually have got it instilled in them that they can't lose. They're sore losers. They'll do anything. They'd rather cheat and go, I'm the winner, ha 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 ha, than actually just win or lose as the game intended you to play it. Which I think is stupid, guys. This one here, let me guess, someone went 300 miles an hour on this one as well. For shits and giggles, let's have a look. Yep, yet again, guys, 348.96 miles an hour. Yep. And those who's got this game know, most cars don't go, but I said, the only car I've got that does 300 miles an hour is the Koenigsegg. I have not got any car that'll do 340. Won't even get to 315, 320. Never mind that. But I remember on Forza Horizon 3, someone got to like 1,098 miles an hour on the runway strip. I was like, impossible. But we know how they did it, cheating. But whatever. I'm gonna fucking sneeze, guys. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. That guy's in a limousine. It's like this though, right? This game is offline, guys. You can play this game offline. You can turn the servers off and play it offline. But even like when you don't want to be in lobby with people, you're in them. Like you see, these are all real players like him over there and that. Obviously they can't hear me because I'm in a private party talking to myself. But the point is, you can't just chill. Like you'll park up on the side of the road or whatever and someone will come and find you. You know, like you drift up and down and someone finds you. I mean, I'm old school, guys, right? I love the concept of playing online with other people. Like I said, I really enjoy playing games with Lucky. I really enjoy playing games with Dork. I even play games with my dad. But my point is, right, there's always the chance that when they're not on, you want to play on your own. They take that option away from you with online-only games. It's like, well, what's the fucking point then? Like Battlefield, guys, I'm enjoying it, but I can't lie, I haven't really played it in about 3 weeks. No, I don't think it's been that long, maybe 2 weeks, week and a half, something like that. Don't know, time does get away from you. I mean, like, I've gone back and seen, like, some shorts I've put up are, like, 2 months old. I'm like, what? I thought I did that last week. It's gonna hit the wall, it's gonna hit the wall, it's gonna hit the wall. Oh, it hit the wall. That was lucky. But like 90% of the time you park up somewhere, you'll get someone come and, you know, bother you. If you just sat here, you get someone come up and bother you. But, you know, whatever I say, innit, whatever. But I will end the gameplay in a little while, guys, because, like I said, I've gone on enough. I have forgotten 90% of what I was talking about, guys. I do apologise. Like I said, the first take is always the best. It was going so well, guys. I was actually going to say something in the sense of, I was actually quite proud of that take I did, guys. And then the internet went, nah, actually, fuck you. You're not putting that one up. That's too good for you. You're going to put up a shit version. And this is it, guys. So, apologies. But, like I said, I mean, I got big plans for the channel, guys. Well, big plans in my remit and my ability, I should say. I've also got big plans for next year, guys. So hopefully we'll have fun. Or like I say, if you are one of these people out there also suffering with mental health, don't let it get to you. Especially don't let anybody else get to you. most people don't know what you're going through, and it's not their job to find out. You've got this shit, is all I'll say. No matter who you are, male or female, you've got it. You fucking got it. You can crush this shit, and you're wanted. You're wanted. I don't even know you, you know, and I'm telling you, you're wanted. You know, people like me would love to have friends that are like me, you know, and understand that they're scared of the world as well, or their you know, their mental health 90% dominates their life, and predominantly, you know, and stuff like that. It's nice to know that there's people out there like that, and it's nice to know that, you know, you ain't got to be scared to meet people like us, because me and my wife, we're the same, we're recluse, and we should have our own little recluse fucking group of people. That's what we should have. But we'll be the cool kids when we're finished, because everyone will want to join this fucking cool little gang we got. But yeah, that's what it's about. Don't let people fucking bring you down. Don't let people tell you what you can and can't do. And if you're not their cup of tea, fuck it, be a jar of coffee. I don't care, right? Have fun. Be happy. And don't ever live for somebody else. Live for yourself. Live to make others happy if you want to make others happy and they enjoy your company, but don't change who you are for somebody else. I've always told my wife that. I bring my wife, I mean, there's no brag here, but my wife didn't have much confidence when she met me, and she was scared of a lot of things because a lot's happened to her in her life. She's like me, guys. We both had the same, like, problems in our life, and you know, she's had some really horrible experiences in her life, which I'll never talk about on here. She's let out a few things, and that's her life to do so. You know, that's her burden to burden, as I'll say. You know, that's not for me to say, and I'd never do that. But I will say my wife is strong as fuck. Absolutely strong as fuck, guys. The things she's been through, the things she's done, and still stands up today, all I can say is, fucking hell. I learned so much from her. Absolute fucking rock. But she's everything. Absolutely everything and more to me. And like I said, there's nothing I won't ever do for her. I'd move heaven and earth if I could for her. I'm just grateful every day that I wake up and God gives me the strength to still be bodily able to do things, and also have her, because without her I'm nothing, guys, and I know I've always told her that. But I'm so fucking proud of that woman, I really am, more than she'd ever know. I don't even tell her to her face half the time, guys. I am fucking mega proud of her. And I'm very proud to call her my wife. But most importantly, I'm very proud to call her my best friend, because she really is. But, like I said, you know, if you ever find your piece of happiness like that, grab it, keep a hold of it, and don't let no one take it away from you, because people out there have a tendency to, if they're not happy in their life, or you've got something they want, or your happy life seems a little bit better than theirs, they'll destroy it, and they'll help you destroy your own life by making you believe it as well. Like, mate, you used to be so much fun, you used to come and hang out with me. Ever since you met her, ever since you did this, there, when people start doing that, then you know you met the right one, because they're trying to get rid of this person because they want you to be like them. But, you know, me and my wife, we think alike, we do alike, we say alike, we could even finish each other's sentences half the time. But, like I said, I have never been more proud. That's the proudest achievement in my life that I'll ever have. Don't care what anyone says. That is my crowning moment of the day I said I do and married that woman. She is a godsend. And that woman saved my life, guys. At the end of the day, without her, I wouldn't be here today. I know that for a fact. Hey, I thought there was a jump there. Well, obviously I jumped, but I thought there was an actual jump there. Never mind. But yeah, so like I said, guys, I've gone on about this, that, and the bloody other. It's not going to be as good as the first round, because like I said, I've forgotten half the things we talked about. And I was saying to you guys, you know, get involved. But how are you going to get involved now? You don't know what the bloody hell it was, because I'd forgotten 90% of it. But anyway, so like I said, in the new year, guys, I do plan to do more gameplays without the mic, more here and there. I'll still do the odd microphone gameplay, me talking, but they'll be like this, guys. But there's no real rhyme or reason to it. It's a bit of fun. As far as GTA goes, I'm hoping that, you know, they will prove in dividends to why they keep holding the game back. They keep doing it with many other games as well, though, guys. I ordered a game called The Ninth Carnal from Sudoku Games, and I had to get my money back and cancel my pre-order because the game is now coming out on January 30th. It was supposed to come out on the 7th of November. They've also done it with the game Puppet Master. That was supposed to come out in October. They then pushed, no, September. Then they pushed it back to October, then November. Now that's pushed back till March. So fucking, I can't be bothered. So many people get put off by the fucking constant laybacks and pushbacks that it's ridiculous. So we shall see. But anyway, guys, on that note, I think I will say that I am going to end it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Take the conversation as you want to take it, guys. But yeah, everything I talk about is just off the top of my head, and is either true life stuff or grain of salt opinions at the end of the day. So it's entirely up to you how you want to approach it. But I will say I much appreciate people watching my content, even though it's not as good as most people, if not as good as any people's. I still really do much appreciate it. You have to understand it's helping my illness, and it's just a hobby for me, and I enjoy it. Even though, like I said, more recent years I've put a lot more pressure on myself with the videos, but I'll still keep doing them, guys, because I'm proving to myself that it's my life, it's my rules, in other words, and I want to enjoy my hobbies without browbeating myself into submission over everything I fucking do, everything I say, everything I wear, when I fuck things up, when I don't get the spelling right, when I don't get the pronunciation right, when I don't do something right. It's, you know, I'm my worst critic. I've said it, and I said I'll whoop ass. To the mental health people out there, you're not on your own, you're not struggling, we're all here. We'll get through it all together, we will kick ass, and we'll be the little nutty bunch to ourselves. It's fucking the best way to be, guys. And that ain't me being nasty and all that. That is a genuine fact. The nutty people are the best people you'll ever meet. They are so down to earth, so fucking fun, and I don't give a fuck. We are the glue of the society. At the end of the day, we keep the people knowing that, you know, we've been there, we've been to the darkest places of our minds and back, and still came out smiling with a fucking gift. We got our free balloon, our free t-shirt, and a thanks for coming sticker. So, you know, it is what it is. But on that note, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you got something from the conversation. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay of me driving around like a complete prick. And I will see you all in the next one.